Well, welcome back. It's lovely to have you back. If you're returning, if you're new here, it's lovely to have you with us. We're in the middle of a project at the moment, which is sort of dominating most of my vlogs, although there will be other things as well as this project. And if you want to see what we've done so far, then do look back over the last couple of weeks. But we're actually making a conversion to our garage to separate it into a storage area and a utility room. And my lovely husband Mike is the one who's hard at work most of the time with a little bit of help from me. And so far we've managed to clear it out and put up one wall and put down the floor, which was the last thing we did. And with the flooring now down, we're ready for our plumber to come back and reconnect my washing machine. So let me just turn you around. So here we go. This is where the washing machine now needs to go in. Now it's actually on some wheels for moving around, because you probably still need to move it, but it can come back into place so that our plumber can come and put the new piping on. So he's going to come and do that shortly. And then Mike is then going to be doing this wall lining. So over there, if you haven't been with us so far, that's the plasterboard and the insulation that's gone up on the wall over there. Mike's doing this wall with the window in it now, which is where the washing machine, everything will go. And then it will be around this side with the door and where the tumble dryer is going. And then ultimately it will be to put the divider in there. So we're going to carry on with this week. So this week's vlog will definitely include some updates on this and hopefully a few other things. Anything you need to share with us at the moment, Mike?
No, it's all going to plan.
At the moment. If you've been with us the last couple of weeks, you know it doesn't always go to plan. Anyway, so I'll leave the project for now, and we'll come back to it. And there's a bit more to show. But I will be able to put some washing on shortly. Probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. That's fine. Right, so the sun is in and out, and I've had enough of being stuck indoors. Mike's getting on with the utility, so I'm going to head up into the forest for a walk and take you with me. I've been promising to take you up into the New Forest for ages, so I'm going to head up there. I'm not going to walk very far. It's the first proper walk on my knee and hip since I came back, but they are settling down nicely with the exercises I've had, so I just want to give it a bit of a go. So I'm probably going to go up and do a bit of a on the flat and not too far, but I'll take you with me, and let's go and explore the New Forest for the first time, and I hope you love it as much as I do. So here we are, and welcome to the New Forest. I absolutely love being here. I cannot believe it's so long since I was last out here, and I'm really looking forward to getting another walk. So I've come up to just outside Sway to a fairly easy walk for today. So I'm just going to take you with me. I've got a few people appearing, so I'm going to walk around carefully. So I didn't want to go anywhere where I had to walk too far, because I just really am testing out this leg and how it's doing. And I didn't want to have to go up and down very much. So this walk just takes me across the plain, which I'll show you in a moment, and then takes me up onto what you can see behind me over there, which is the railway walk. So one of the things about New Forest is that there is an old disused railway that goes through quite a bit of it. So if you want a nice flat easy walk, where those bits are is really easy. So this is one of them, and I'll show you it as on my way back. But then also in the forest you end up with these lovely plains that I'm walking across now, and of course we have our ponies. New Forest ponies. People think they're wild horses. They're not wild horses. They're all owned, but they have free roam on the forest. You mustn't feed them, you mustn't pet them. They are not animals at a zoo. This is their home, and it very much is their home. They'll take over roads. They'll do, but I just love it. It just means it's such a special place to live. So we're just going to take a little walk along here, and then we'll come across here, up onto the railway walk, back along the railway walk, take you with me. I don't know, I'll film bits as I go. As I was driving up here, I realised absolutely glorious, all the gorse is coming out. It's bright yellow, so we hopefully will see a bit of that on the walk. And if I can, I'll stick the camera up as I drive home. I thought on the way up, I should have put the camera on to show you on the way here, so I might try and do that on the way back. Haven't done that for a while. It's getting used to being out again, isn't it? But It's so good. And at the moment, one of the other reasons for getting out now is at the moment it's free to park in all the New Forest car parks. Always has been, and it's been one of the joys of it. But unfortunately they have decided now, because of the upkeep, they're going to actually start charging, and I think that's next month. So at the moment I can still get a free park. Anyway, that's enough of me jabbering on for the moment. Let me turn you around and you can see where we're going. And you can see our beautiful ponies. Oh, this is the plain I'm walking across. See the ponies. And you'll see they've got collars. A lot of them have got collars on. They're reflectives because otherwise it's so dangerous at night. And I think just up there you can see some of the gorse on the hill up there. So we're going to walk over here, across the ponies, across. Let me just pan you round so you can see. So that's the path up there that I'll come back down when I come off the railway. There's the car park. Behind that is a camping site, and there's quite a lot of people out walking dogs and things. It's not too busy at the moment. It will get very busy in the next week as all the Easter visitors come in, because there are a lot of campsites in the New Forest, and so a lot of people come as families and camp, and it's lovely. Oh look, you can see the gorse through there now. Beautiful. Okay, let's go past our pony friends. So one of the reasons that we haven't been out into the forest so long was because with all the wet weather in the winter, it can get very boggy. Where I've just crossed over just now, and that was obviously a gully, you can see all the hoof prints and things in it, but it is drying out quite nicely now with the drier weather we've had recently. But it's just so lovely, it's so peaceful. And the wind's just catching the trees. It's not blowing as much as it had been the last few days, so it's still quite pleasant. When the sun's out, it's really quite warm. And you can just hear the wind in the trees and the birds. Just beautiful. Right, go on up here and I'll pick you up when we get up to the railway. So I was just going to get you a lovely shot of that gorse, but the sun's gone in. You need the sunshine to get the colour, but I've just come across one little bush of it here. Just look at it. It's so beautiful. And the forest is full of it at the moment. We are so fortunate we get gorse, and we've got in parts of it we'll have bluebell wood shortly. And then come the late summer we get all the heather, which is just glorious as well. So right, and just up here there's a couple coming down with their dogs. I'll try not to get them. There's a footpath up here which comes down from another car park up the top there, and that comes down to where I'm going to go up onto the bridge and pick up the railway walk. And if you can hear the birds, everything coming into bud. I've got my microphone on because I don't want to talk too loud while I'm walking around in public, but that might have cut out the bird song, so I'll check that when I get home, and if that's the case I'll do things differently next time I come out. But there you go, look, there's that gorse up there again. Right, just going to go down here and we'll pick up the path. Right, so far my leg is holding out, my knee and my hip, so let's just test it now. I do have to just climb this one bit up here to get up onto the railway walk. I'm just trying to decide which way is best. Probably go up this way because I want to go back that way, and that is a little bit, although it's a bit longer, it's not quite so steep. I'll just show you though, you can walk underneath as well. And this is where I walk other times, takes you right out. And then the ridge up the top there is lovely to walk, but I don't want to have to try and climb too far today. So I'm just going to go up this slope and get onto the railway walk. And of course it is a cycle track as well, so you have to be aware of bikes as well. Most of the places around the forest are cycling trails as well, so which is what makes it for another. I see someone there with a little one on the back of their bike. How lovely. There they go, family out for a cycle. So we're going to climb up here and then I'll pick you up. Okay, so we're back. So we're up now onto the railway walk, as you can see. Excuse me if I sound as if I'm out of breath. I'm not. I just keep stopping because I need to check where I'm walking. But yeah. So this goes for quite a few miles. Have done all of it in the past. But today it's just a short walk, really, to get you out, to get me out, to see how this hip and knee are going to do as we walk along here. A bit further down there'll be some other views. Picking the wind up a bit now I'm up here, so hopefully you can still hear me okay. I have got the microphone on for that reason. Just beginning to come out over there, not as bright as it was down on the other bit. And there's the ridge at the top, and that goes quite a way as well, and that is a lovely walk. And see the gorse a bit more over there, and down there still a little bit damp but not too bad. The path, I don't know if you can see it through the trees there, the path actually crosses over a pond there, so sometimes that gets cut off. So probably could have taken a walk down there, but I've come up here now, so I'm not going back down again. So let's press on. Up there again. You can come down here, or I'm going to come down where I parked. It goes on beyond that as well. I'm just going to walk up here. If you can see, there's another bridge up here, and that's where I'll go back down. So I've only done a very short walk. I really didn't want to risk it today to make sure my leg would hold up. I have to say it's already aching a little bit, but I'm sure it'll be okay. I think I need to exercise it, obviously. But let's just get a lovely view across the valley here up to the ridge. The wind has come up a bit. It's a bit blowy up here on the railway walk, sheltered down below on the way across. But aeroplane, if you can see that, coming into Bournemouth Airport, I expect. Or Southampton, coming out of Southampton. Both flight paths go over the forest. When we go away, we often come back over the forest on the flight path and not even spot where our home is as we come through. So spot all the landmarks. Yeah. If you fly out from Bournemouth or Southampton, you might well fly over the forest. I know some of you may have been here on holiday. Let me know. Have you been here before? Have you been to the forest? What did you like? Was there anything you didn't like? I just think we're so fortunate to live here with the forest on our doorstep and the sea down the road. We're in such a brilliant place. Right, I'm just going to walk up here and come down off this railway walk. So there you go. There's the footpath that comes underneath the bridge. And you can go off over that way or up there and up onto the ridge. So that's one of my regular walks up to there, and then I walk along that way. It takes me all the way down out across the heathland and down to an enclosure and down. So I might do that another day. But as I say, today I'm keeping it short. So we're not going to go that way. I'm going to head down to here and down to the car park, and I'll catch up with you back at the car. Okay, so I'm back at the car now, and as I say, it's only a very short walk. I didn't want to risk going any further than that today. Legs seems to be holding out, so maybe I can go a bit further another day. But I've just absolutely loved it. One of the things people ask me is, well, is it safe to walk out on your own? I've walked on the forest on my own for years now, and I've never had a problem. I've always got my phone with me. I do plan out my route so I know where I'm going. I have an app that I can do that with, so that's great. So that's fine. I really got into walking the forest back post-COVID. It was, once we were able to be out locally, you can get out and walk. I thought, I'll come out and do some of the walks that we'd done in the past. But we've really only done a few sort of very local walks. And then I thought, there's so much of this forest, I could really get out into it. So I began to check out all the car parks, and then check out my maps, and also at some of the routes that are published. And I basically just started to set out, park in a car park, plan out a route. Usually walk 3 to 5 miles. That's my normal. I have done longer than that, but that's my normal, which just takes me a couple of hours with the stops to enjoy it. Usually have a snack in my backpack and enjoy it. And I do it on my own. Mike's not so keen on walking, and actually I just love, this is where I get that space. Often I don't see anyone else the whole time I'm walking. So yeah, this is my happy place, as well as the sea, of course. But I do love the forest, and hopefully over the next few weeks and months I can get you out and show you a bit more, because you've only seen a tiny little bit today. Although you've seen gorse, you've seen ponies, and you've seen a railway walk, so it's not a bad start. Anyway, I'm going to get back in the car now, head home, see how Mike's doing, and get a cup of tea. Okay, so I'm back and Mike is still in the garage. And Paul has been our lovely plumber. So there's all my plumbing for the washing machine, so we can put that back in a little while. And we've got no power on at the moment because Mike's just sorting out, you've sorted out bits of electric.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. It's going to be a while before I can do the other side.
No, it's okay. Anyway, I'm going to go in, get the kettle on, have a nice cup of tea after that lovely walk. And I think we've still got a couple of hot cross buns in the cupboard, so we might have those as well.
Bun time already.
Almost hot cross bun time, yeah.
half
Would you
hour
like
yet.
a hot cross bun?
Half an hour.
Okay, but I need a cup of tea, so I'm going to have mine now. I had my lunch earlier as well for getting out to walk. Anyway, I'm going to leave him here. By the time I've gone and got sorted out inside and got the kettle on and made a cup of tea, it'll probably be hot cross bun time. So there we go, that's today. Mike busy out here, me walking the forest. And actually it is a lovely day. It's quite warm in that sun, but as I say, the breeze was quite chilly. Okay, I think we're going to sign off for today and we'll pick up with you again tomorrow.
And hopefully it's going to work.
And hopefully it's going to work. So all I hear Mike say all the time is hopefully it's going to work. Well, good morning, and it's Tuesday morning, and Mike is behind me getting his shoes on. He's about to get out and go and carry on with the conversion and get some more of that wall up. But I'm off out to meet a friend. So I'm leaving him on his own today again. That sort of week. I did say last week this was a bit of a busy week. So I'm off out to meet my friend who owns the boutique I've told you about before. We're actually going to go and see another friend's art exhibition, and then we're heading out for coffee. So I'll take the camera along. I don't know if I'll get to record anything or not. I'll have to wait and see. And then hopefully I'm going to be back around lunchtime to help Mike this afternoon. And then we've got people coming this evening for, we've got our church small group here tonight. So busy day, but an enjoyable day, I hope. So I'm going to head off out, meet my friend, and as I say, if I get a chance, I'll show you around a bit. We're actually going to Milford-on-Sea, which is the sort of next coastal village along from here, where she's got one of her boutiques. So I'll see. Don't know what we'll end up doing, but if I get a chance to share anything with you, I will. Okay? Right, let's go and get going. Okay, so we're just down at the Bridge Centre, which is in Milford. I met up with Sarah, and we're just going to have a look at, there's just a few paintings here by our friends, so I'll turn you around and let you have a look and let you see what she's done. I don't know how well these are coming out, but so Katrina is one of our Christian friends. And a lot of her work, she does a sort of prophetic art to express things about her faith. So there she is. You can see that. I actually love this one. She's really lovely. I love the colours in it. Finding home. Yeah, it's beautiful. Very talented lady, and she absolutely loves doing it. That one's Joy. You can see that, can't you? Joy. And then I guess this is Easter week, and this would be the picture for me this week. It's a beautiful picture she's done of Jesus. The I am. Is this better? I don't know why. Sometimes two still isn't coming up. Okay, so we've come down to the beach at Milford for coffee as the wind's finally dropped, so it's not anywhere near so chilly as it has been. It's quite crisp still, it's quite early. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock, and with the clocks going forward, that means a little chilly. But this is just that little bit further along the coastline from where we are. And there's the infamous Isle of Wight. And it's got this lovely milky blue today. It's just lovely. And there's a little cafe down here. So we're just going to go and have some coffee in there. We just changed our mind. We're going to go down to the lighthouse, which is a bit further down here, and it's lovely. So just show you a bit more of this. So there's the coastline going round, and that's the Isle of Wight over there. I think I've told you before what looks like the continuation of land isn't. There's a little inlet there that goes up to Lymington. And the other one there, but look at these waves this morning. So we're going to walk along here. There's Sarah. So my friend that I mentioned before that has the boutiques, and we're just going to enjoy walking along here by the sea and go and get a coffee. Catch up with you later. Okay, so I'll just give you a little view of the lighthouse. Sarah's just gone to the loo, so while she's there I thought I'd give you a little look round. Hopefully you can hear me. I haven't got a microphone on, but we're going to have coffee here. I probably won't share much with you here because we want to have a good old natter, but I'll see you a bit later. Okay, so we've had a lovely coffee and a sort of brunch and lots of time to catch up. I'll just come back with Sarah to her shop. So this is Sassy's. This is Sarah's shop, and you've got one in
Ringwood.
Yeah.
And we've got a licensed one in Usk.
Right, and online as well, yeah?
And online as well.
Right, okay.
Yeah, sassys.co.uk.
I'll put a link below to let me see.
Thank you.
So you can see even just from the window, it's all about colour. And I think I told you this before when I mentioned Sarah before. But started with handbags, but now it's everything. So we'll let this lady go past. Give you a quick look inside. So this is one of her. Well, let's go in. Let's have a quick look. All these lovely colourful bags. I don't need any more because I've got loads of them at home, and I get tempted. I'm easily tempted. But yeah, this is the one I love. This one here. I've got an orange one in that, which is lovely.
It's a great bag, that actually.
Yeah, they're really good. And then you've got these. This is what I might be tempted by before I go on holiday, to be quite honest. I love these kimono tops. They're lovely.
Yeah, they are beautiful. Yeah.
More bags. Lots of fluffy scarves.
Clothes, Sarah, don't trip over the books.
No, I won't trip over the books.
The new hats are in.
All the hats are in for the summer as well. And then lovely bits of the costume jewellery. It really is. When I'm going on holiday, this is the tempting place, unfortunately. But this is all the clothes. And Sarah's built all this up all on her own.
Well, I've got a great team, but yeah.
With a big team, yeah.
I seem to take all the risks on my own.
Well, that's business, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave her here because she needs to sort some bits out, and I'm going to have a little wander down the village and back to the car. So I'll show you that when I get out there. But thank you. Thank you for a lovely morning.
To see you.
And you, and thank you for a lovely morning. Okay, so I left Sarah at the shop and I walked back down. I was going to take you through the town, but the village, but I haven't really got time. I need to get back to the car. But this is the corner here. You've got the Smugglers Inn and the little river brook that runs through down to the Lymington River. Car park's here, but I'll bring you back another day and give you a proper tour of Milford. Just bumped into Katrina, whose art we'd seen this morning, so that was lovely as well. So a lovely morning, a couple of coffees, and we had a bit of brunch. So I had a sausage ciabatta. So I don't need lunch when I get home, so I'm going to head back now, see how Mike's getting on, and pick up what I need to do at home. This is the road we took down to the beach. I'm just going to walk back to the car park, and I'll catch up with you again soon. So I'm back home, and Mike has been really busy while I've been away. So this wall is now all lined and insulated. That's just the pile of the insulation. I've stored it over there for now to get it out the way because he's got the rest to do. But this wall's now all done, and my washing machine is in place and plumbed in, so I'll be able to do some washing tomorrow probably. And now he's on to the final wall over here. So I've just helped him put the button up there, so that's going to get done this afternoon. And then I guess the next job will be to get the partition up. But we're getting there, and actually if I come out, you can get a feel. Once you put the tumble dryer back over this side, you get a feel of what we've got as a utility room. I'll show you a bit more later, but I thought you'd just like to see where he got to. So the buttons are up. Mike's just putting the insulation in, so you can see it just slots into the gaps. Bits of patchwork of it in places, just so we're making sure we're using it. It's just a case of filling in those gaps. So you've got to do this last one that needs to go around the light switch, and then we'll be able to put one of the plasterboards up on there, and that will be the walls done. It's just the partition after that. Just the partition after that. But that will give us a good feel of what it's going to look like as well. So Mike's just cutting up the last bit of the insulation, and then we'll get the plasterboard up. That just needs to be cut to size, so that always takes a little bit of fiddling. But that'll probably be it for today, I think. We'll see.
It will be.
It will be, says Mike. That's good. He's worked hard today, and I've not been here a lot, so. Right, good.
Right.
Okay. Right, we're going to get on with the next bit. So that piece of plasterboard's up. Mike's just getting the power point put in, and then he'll bring the light switch through as well. And then that'll be it for today, and that's all 3 walls done, which is brilliant. We'll probably have a day off tomorrow because we're going out with friends tomorrow. But yeah, doing well. So we'll probably pick this up again next time we're in here. Whether that'll be on this video or the next one, I don't know. It depends when we have a look at all this, how much we've got. But I'm going to leave him to get that on. I'm going to go and make a cup of tea, and we'll catch up with you when we're next back. Well, I know I said that was it for the day, but Mike has now finished, and I just thought it's beginning to really see what it's going to look like. So I'm standing where I would walk through the door from the storage end of the garage. I'm looking in, so there's my freezer and my fridge. Come around, I've got the washing machine there, tumble dryer. So that bit over there will have a whole L-shaped worktop in, and probably some cabinets underneath. We haven't decided yet. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. As our sort of storage area with the fridge and the freezer. Obviously Mike's still got tools and things, and he's got loads more still to do. But then over this way, as I say, the worktop will come round over the washing machine and round to there. And then we put the tumble dryer over here, and I'm going to buy a shelving storage unit to go over that. So I think you can begin to get a feel of, let's go to the door and look in this way. Right, you need to get a feel of what it would look like. Great. And I'm really pleased with the floor as well. So yeah, beginning to take shape. Right, partition, and then all the tidying up, and then building in what's going to go in. So it'll be a while, but it's certainly coming together. And yeah, I'm really pleased. It's going to be lovely and clean and easy to use. That's brilliant. Good. Well, good morning everybody. It's actually Thursday now. I didn't film at all yesterday. We went out with our friends. We had a fabulous brunch and caught up with them. They're friends from America, but they spend time in lots of other nations and a lot of time here, and they actually lived with us for a while when they were here a few years ago. So they are very, very special friends. So we had a lovely day. And then when we came back, I just crashed a bit. I hadn't slept well. I was just exhausted. I've been out 2 days running for brunch, and it wore me out, honestly. What am I like? But Mike actually been getting on with his bit of the garden, so the vegetables and the fruit. I'm just going to let you see what he's doing at the moment, because we love strawberries. And Mike grows strawberries, which is great. And we usually try and make sure, well, he hopes that he'll always get at least the first strawberry for my birthday at the beginning of June. Well, we won't be here at the beginning of June this year because we'll be in Alaquez. But let me just show you what he's doing at the moment. And he can explain to you what he's doing at the moment, probably. Right, what are you doing?
Getting dirty fingers. I'm clearing out all the old strawberry troughs,
right,
cutting off all the dead leaves, taking out all the weeds, and I'm going to be putting some more compost on top to refresh. And these are all of our
babies
that
came off of last year's plants.
Off of the runners last year.
Oh, brilliant.
So,
brilliant.
That's our next year, or this year's stock of.
So most years we can just plant up from the year before. You did have to do a refresh a while ago, didn't you?
Yes, every sort of 4 or 5 years,
right?
Because strawberries, they're good for about 2 or 3 years of good crop.
Yeah.
And then they begin to tail off.
Right.
So
okay.
That's why I try and keep them replenished every year, and then we don't have a major job.
Yeah.
It's just remembering which are the old ones and which are the new ones.
And remembering's always a problem for us these days, isn't it? So these are actually, let me just show you. So just outside this back gate, I've walked you through here before. I think I've told you before. So this is Mike's fruit bed. So we've got all sorts of currants here, and that is blackberries as well. But this is the strawberry patch. So each of those troughs gets, you can see he's done the top one, he's done one already, that's the second one he's doing. He's got 2 more to do, and then he's also got pots. So we we do get lots of lovely strawberries, so hopefully we'll have a lovely strawberry crop this year. He's still got this end of the bed to clear out. I can't remember what's in there. I'll wait and see when he does it. But yeah, so that's the fruit bed. And then, as you know, I've got flower beds around here. And then around the other side of the house. Let me just turn you off and I'll take you around the other side of the house so we can have a look at what's been going on around there. On the way past, I thought I'd just let you see my herbs do all look quite healthy. They're doing well in their pots. So I've watered them a couple of times, but not very much, just a sprinkling. Someone asked me about why I put the grit on the top. I saw Monty Don do it, which is the main reason. But actually he did it. He says it prevents the plants from getting splashed by soil if it rains, because otherwise it bounces off and the soil can, you know, damage the plants. And of course it also protects the soil from getting baked in the sun and from drying out. So yeah, so they're doing quite well. And then this is the vegetable patch around here. So as you can see, we've got plenty of rhubarb coming up along here, and then Mike's put various other, I think that must be carrots. There's some maybe leeks. I know that's old leeks from last year, and he rotates the beds round, so there's not an awful lot in these beds at the moment because it's a bit early. But if I show you the greenhouse, you will see that that has now filled up with an awful lot of little seedlings that Mike is growing in here. And my dahlias aren't doing anything at the moment, so I'm not sure if I've been successful with those or not. But yeah. And then the other fruit area, I'll just show you where the other fruit area is. Let me just turn you off and take you there. So when we redid the garden 2 years ago, we made this end for fruit trees. We've never had fruit trees, never had place for trees, and so we thought it would be lovely. There's another big rhubarb down there which is doing really well. I think we'll be eating rhubarb from the garden very soon, although I've still got some frozen in the freezer from last year. And then this is Mike's plum tree, which has blossomed beautifully, and I can't wait for future years. As that grows, that's going to be a lovely tree in the garden for blossom, but hopefully it will have some lovely plums on it. And then there's an eating apple and a cooking apple, and they're both now in bud, so hopefully we'll see. We don't expect to get a lot of fruit the first couple of years, but it'll be lovely. It'll be a little mini orchard in the corner here, and obviously the camellias they're just beginning to go over, the camellias. But over here my lilac bush is coming up, and I can see I've definitely got flower. I didn't have any flowers on it last year. I was really worried that by moving it into this new bed I killed it, but I haven't. I can see flowers coming now, so that'll be my lilac. Yeah, the climbing rose is doing really well. It's only its second year, so I haven't cut it back very much. I'm going to let it go, and then I'll cut it back hard the end of this year. But yeah, daffodils are still up. They've gone on for ages. So, and it's such a lovely day. Guess what? I've got washing out, so I've just got to go and hang out some bedding that I've washed, and then I think we're going to head off to get some shopping. I need to get all the food in because of the family coming, so I'll leave Mike over there potting away while I hang out the washing, and then we're going to get some shopping and make sure we've got everything in for the weekend for the family. So, and it's another lovely day today, so make the most of it. Okay, I think I'm actually going to sign off from this vlog now. As you can probably see, I've just got back from the hairdressers, got nice short hair again, so that feels much better. It was getting a bit thatch-like. It does get quite difficult to manage in the last week or so before I have it cut. Mike's out here. If you remember this morning, let me just show you. Mentioned this morning about this needing weeding. So Mike's just getting that weeded, and as you can see, all the strawberries are done. So yeah, good couple of days of gardening instead of building. Yeah.
That's a change. Yeah.
So while the weather's good enough, it's lovely. And look, like my lovely anemones that I bought the other day, just lovely. And the pink one down the other end's great. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna sign off there because the next few days we've got quite a lot on. So as we're coming into Easter weekend, so tonight we have a Passover meal at the church, which is sort of remind us of what Jesus and the disciples did before the day of crucifixion. Then tomorrow we'll be in church for Crucifixion Friday, Good Friday. That's always a meditative service, a time to just reflect on what happened. And then Saturday, I'll be full on getting everything ready for a Sunday for the meal with the family. So I might share some of that with you. I'm going to make a couple of nice desserts, so I probably will put those on the next vlog. And then obviously Sunday, we've got Easter Sunday, we've got all the celebrations in church. My favourite day of the year, all the celebrations in church on Sunday morning, and then I'll have all the family here for dinner. So we've got a bit of a busy weekend ahead of us. Not sure how much we'll get onto a vlog, but I definitely will probably, well, I say definitely probably, that doesn't make sense, doesn't it? Does it? I'll probably share the desserts with you when I get those ready on Saturday and all the preparation. But yeah, we're going to be fairly busy, so I'm not sure what will go on to a vlog or not. So I think it's best if we sign off on this one. Mike's not going to be doing much in the garage over the next few days, I don't think. Might get in there Saturday, we'll see, in which case it will be a bit of me prepping and him in there. But we'll catch up with you after that. So you'll probably see this as we go into Easter weekend. So have a lovely Easter, and we'll catch up with you afterwards with what we got up to, and we'll see you then. So every blessing and have a great Easter. Bye for now.